guys, welcome back to another episode
with
of
Overdramatic with Austin and Zoe.
Yes.
How are we doing?
This is being filmed the night before Zoe's departure.
At 6:10 a.m. tomorrow morning.
We are T-minus 10 hours away.
That is so sad.
That's crazy.
This
week has actually gone by so
fast.
quick, so quickly. I feel like you've only been here for 2 seconds.
I know, but we've done so much.
Guys, we've done so much. We're going to do a little recap of Zoe's trip.
My beautiful trip here.
Yeah. We're going to do a little recap of her trip, and then we're going to get into some childhood stories.
I'm really excited.
I know, I'm so excited. Just really quick, I have some notes written down over here. Ooh, and I want to mention, for all my Spotify listeners, if you go back and look at any of the episodes, you will see they now have video versions.
Let's go.
Yes. So video versions are out now for the past 3 episodes. I don't think the first episode has one just because I don't have access to the video anymore.
Oh.
Because I deleted it once I uploaded it to YouTube.
Oh.
I'll try to figure it out. I don't know. We'll see.
Awkward.
But I wanted to mention that for all my Spotify listeners, if you have Spotify Premium, you can watch the video versions 2 days in advance to the actual version coming on YouTube. So
I'll be hitting that up.
this is for my Spotify people. I'm so sorry to my Apple Podcast people, because I see you, because I am you. I'm sorry. And if you're listening on iHeartRadio or whatever,
Pandora.
yeah, sorry. I didn't even know we were on there until yesterday. It's so funny looking at my stats. I've had people from Europe listening.
Who is listening in Europe?
I don't know. So shout out to my Europe listeners.
That's cool.
I'll be there on my world tour.
Okay.
Da fuck.
The fuck?
Da fuck. Girl, what the fuck? So yeah. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes to make sure I didn't forget anything. So yeah, video versions are still coming out on Friday on YouTube, but if you want to access them 2 days early, you can get Spotify Premium with my code. I'm just kidding. That would have been crazy.
That would be crazy. One day.
Crazy. Yeah.
One day.
Guys,
that'll be you.
Okay, I was going to say something, but if I'm ever sponsored by HelloFresh, please remind me of what they're doing to those poor children.
What?
They've been caught doing I don't know, something with kids. Anyhow, something very illegal. Not pedophiles, just because you can't say the word on YouTube, but okay, the fuck. I'm just kidding. No,
Sorry,
it's just child slavery. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So
anyway,
trip recap. Let's get into it.
Really quick before we start recapping, I'm gonna zoom in on the thing and make sure it's still recording.
Okay, bro. What is this feeling so sudden and new? I felt the moment I laid it on.
Whatever. So, Zoe's been here for exactly 11 days.
It's been that long?
Okay, wait, no. I think it's actually been 8.
Let me check. Okay, I got here on the 29th.
Yeah, so Sunday.
Oh,
And
8.
today's Monday, so 8. Oops. So Zoe's actually been here for 8 days.
And we've done a lot.
We've done a lot, from tubing, hot springs.
Snow tubing.
Yeah.
Not
water tubing.
water tubing.
Snow tubing, escape rooms, hot springs, escape rooms again. We've eat really good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Oh, we went to the cat cafe?
Cat cafe.
Oh, that was fun.
We've filmed now a second podcast.
We went to the burlesque show.
The burlesque show on
New
New Year's
Year's
Eve. Yeah. Watch
It's
the
been
ball
great.
drop.
It's been so fun.
We've done so much.
I think my favorite was the day we went snow tubing.
With Eden, that was really fun. Shout out Eden.
Shout out Eden, I'll miss you.
I know, right? It's so weird watching 2 worlds collide for me.
I know.
People I worked with at Kohl's becoming friends with people I've known since I was 2 is crazy.
True.
But yeah, it's been a lot.
It's been a lot, but it's been so fun.
Snow tubing was so much fun.
It was so okay. The place it was advertised as snow tubing family fun, and so we were let's effing go. So we went, and then there was one hill to snow tube down, and you had to wait in line for 20 minutes just to go down this one hill that lasted. And I checked my video, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And I didn't even go all the way down. The dude didn't push me hard enough. And whenever he did, he was like, "What's your favorite toothpaste flavor?" And I looked at him and I was like, "Mint?" And he goes, "Disgusting," and shoved me down the
did
hill.
he actually say that?
I was so confused.
He didn't even ask me that. He was just like, "Do you need a push?" And I said no, and then I tried to go and I was like, "Actually, can you push me?"
But there was only one hill and it was very anticlimactic. But then we discovered a playground and another
Yes.
hill and some abandoned sleds from some family or
Who
kids.
knows?
Someone left their little
I can't-
plastic 99-cent sleds,
Yeah.
and so we took them shits and
We
had our
went
own
down-
fun.
Yeah, and it was so much fun, honestly. It was
It
more
was
fun
fun.
than...
Than what they had.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree.
And like when you were standing in line, you had to stand a certain way or you would have like slipped and
Literally
fallen on everyone
fallen
behind you. And it
on
gave
all
me
the
so
little
much
children.
anxiety.
It was scary.
Crazy. And then we did that for about like an hour and 30 minutes.
We were there for like 2 hours.
You only were allowed to stay for 2 hours, so we did that for about an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we walked back up the mountain, grabbed our,
God,
which
I was like
was crazy in itself.
hypothermic, but also like overheated.
We were overheating, but also like having like cold.
Like cold shock.
Yeah. So
It was horrifying.
if you've ever been tubing or skiing, I feel like you can relate.
Because it's like my whole body was
It's
like
hot.
cold.
Or cold.
My face was burning.
Hot.
I thought I was literally going to die. When I got up that hill, I was like out of breath. I did not want to move. I sat in the car and I was like, I'm actually going to die here.
No, it was bad.
I thought that was it. That was like my last moment.
Yeah, and we had to go grab our s'mores thing. And when we
Oh,
went
yeah.
into the building, it literally felt like we were walking through flames. It was
Oh my
so
God.
hot.
It was burning in that. I was like, this is a sauna. This has to be.
It was so
just a
hot.
room.
It was really bad.
It was crazy.
Yeah, so we did that. And then we did an escape room.
Two escape
just us
rooms.
two. And it was like a lighthouse themed.
And we
I don't know if you guys have ever done an escape room, but usually when you don't beat it because this is our first time not beating an escape room.
do escape rooms pretty often.
A lot. Every time I see Zoe, we do an escape room.
At least one escape room.
Yeah. We did it. We didn't beat it. They didn't tell us how it ended. It didn't like show us how it ends. And usually when you don't beat one, because I've done ones with just like me and my grandparents and we haven't beat it, and they usually walk you through the rest of it, but they didn't do that.
They didn't do it. And we came out and we were like, oh, like, dang, like, oops. And he was like,
Darn.
oh, well, okay.
Thank you guys for coming by.
But
So
then
then
the second one we did
went back with
was
Eden.
lit as fuck.
So it was me, Zoe, and Eden. So there was 3 of us. And we were fucking flying through that shit.
We finished it in 40 minutes.
Yeah, we were crawling. We
Hands
were
and
running.
knees.
We were hiding because it literally felt like someone was walking towards us
No,
in that
it was
one room.
horrifying. The theme was like
Dracula, and it was horror.
And like the room was like dark and like bloody and like it was
Gross.
Scary. Like
Yeah.
I was scared.
Yeah, I was scared too, especially when we were having to crawl.
Yes.
I was so scared.
I
they
had
were
to
gonna
crawl
jump
into
out.
so many small spaces.
Going first, by the way.
Yeah, and I was always the first one. What happened to like men going first in scary situations?
Not me.
Oh,
Because the thing is, I'll never be put in a situation like that.
but we voluntarily do it.
Okay, but that's like different. Because like, that's like an escape room. But like in a horror movie, I'm
Oh.
never being put in a situation like a horror
No,
movie.
not that
I'm not
stupid.
going out to the woods with my friends at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night just for fun.
Absolutely not.
Especially when there's like a serial killer on the loose that's known.
It's like, oh my god,
Guys,
there's literally like this
Jason
story.
is out. Like,
There's a story of like this ghost that kills people and it's Halloween and we're all in our costumes and let's run into the forest and do a Ouija board. They all die,
you're
by the
literally
way.
asking for it. Like, I don't even feel bad.
No, I don't.
Or that one person lives and now they're like traumatized the rest of their life.
And like that sucks.
And I'm like, at that
If
point,
I was
I'm
in a
killing
horror movie,
myself.
I would either never find myself in that situation or I would like voluntarily be the first to die.
Yeah.
Because you will not catch me watching all my friends die and then
you
just
not
having
die
to
or
sit there
something.
and be horrified. No, because imagine being the last person to die and watching everyone
that's
else die.
scary.
That would be horrifying. That'd be
Yeah.
even worse than dying first.
If there's a story and you think it's like made up or there's just like a real story, I'm automatically not going with you.
Oh,
If
no.
there's a story that's been told for ages, or if this happened in 1980 something, okay, well, it doesn't need to happen again, so we're not going.
And I go to school in the Appalachian Mountains.
Okay.
And are my feet showing?
No.
Okay, good. And I just had to make sure.
No feet showing.
There's a
Not
lot
for free.
of stories about the Appalachian Mountains
Oh.
and the Appalachian people and all of that stuff.
I just live.
I will not be sharing any, and I will not be talking about it. But I hear these stories, and they're like folk stories, and they're like, if you hear this, don't say this, don't do this, or don't say this word. And so, literally, anybody, like people at school, people who have like always lived in that area, like joke around about it. And I'm like, I'm not fucking playing.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, no.
No.
Because I don't know, I'm not like a super spiritual person, but like I believe in the paranormal. I believe in paranormal activity.
I think ghosts are real.
I 100% believe
Just because
in all of that stuff.
I live in Montana and almost everywhere here is haunted. And when Pink was visiting in the summer, I have a video on my phone that I'll show you if you want to see it.
Oh my God.
I think I still have it. And we went to like this haunted town, Bannock. And it's like known for being scary. But we went at like daytime, so it's not that bad. But all the buildings are like run down. You can like go in each of them and like take pictures and stuff. There's this video of me, my dad, and Pink. We're upstairs in this like, I don't know, it's just this massive house. And in the far back behind the house, there's like this little broken down shed. And literally, you cannot make this up. I'm taking a video of my dad and Pink because I was making like a horror vlog, like as like a joke. Like it's
not a joke anymore.
And in the background, you can like see an orb at the shack like move past Pink. And it's so fucking scary. I have to show you the video after this. But everyone in my family was like, it's the window. It's the window. I'm like, that is not the window. That looks like a fucking ghost. When I showed my brother,
absolutely not.
because my brother realized, because he was watching the videos once he got back because he was with us.
Yeah.
And he was watching it and he was like, what the hell is that? And my dad, who is like a freak for ghosts, I need to get him on the pod to just talk about like ghosts. He would like, we would stay here for probably like 8 hours. But he was like, what? Like, because he knew we were watching the videos. He started like freaking the fuck out. He was like, no fucking way. You caught a ghost on camera. I'm like, okay. But yeah, this is a very haunted and very culty state. There's a lot of cults here.
Virginia City, when we went last time I was here, was kind of giving that vibe.
Yeah, they do like, I don't want to say like Fright Night because that sounds stupid, but they do like scary stuff around Halloween.
Oh God.
And you can like stay in the haunted motel.
Isn't there like, there's something here, isn't there?
I don't think there's anything where I'm at, but I know that there's other stuff nearby, like maybe in like Billings.
Yeah.
Or Helena or something like that. But yeah.
That's freaky.
Very freaky.
Absolutely.
I also just want to mention Eden came over and we played Mario Kart and hung out. This has like nothing to do with it. I just feel like mentioning this.
Okay, cool.
But my DoorDash and like getting stuff delivered
oh
here fucking sucks. So we ordered a pizza and we got
correction.
pizzas.
We ordered two pizzas and garlic knots.
And they gave me one pizza and the garlic knots. And before I could ask where the other pizza was, he was turning around in his car trying to get out of like snow.
And like swerving through the snow.
He didn't have snow tires, so like he could not get out. It was crazy. Also, when I was coming back from a coffee shop that I went to, I was trying to turn, and there was this woman turning out of my apartment complex, but she was not going.
Oh.
So, like, if she would have not went, finally, I would have turned and smashed into her car, because it's icy right there. So I'm waiting for her to go, and she's looking at me, and I'm looking at her. Then she starts going, and she's, like, laughing. I'm like, okay, you get off the road.
No, go home. Turn back around.
And when she was driving, but her wheels were just moving, but her car wasn't, because she didn't have snow tires. Ask my mom. You think it's funny not to have snow tires, and your car is hit into a fence?
Absolutely not.
Guy's always tired, which is valid because these last 2 days have been like go. And finally we've gotten the chance to like stop. I miss things tired.
I cannot even keep my eyes open. I don't know how I'm gonna wake up in the morning.
You got this. Well, I mean, you're gonna have to like wake up.
Yeah, so are you.
Me, okay, but like me when I drop you off at the airport, come back and go back to bed till I have therapy.
Yeah, me when I get on the plane and go back to bed.
Real.
Except I hate sleeping on planes. I hate sleeping on planes.
Yeah, same.
It hurts my neck, it hurts my back, it hurts my ears. And
I don't think I've ever successfully
pissed.
like slept on a plane except for that one time in my entire life I went first class. Because it was the same price as a normal ticket, which
I
is
was
rare.
looking at the flights and I was like, how much is it to upgrade to first class? Why is it an extra $1,000?
It's really expensive.
But then I saw like Comfort Plus is only like $25 extra, and I was like,
Did you upgrade?
no, there wasn't any seats open on the plane. It was full.
For flying back or when you flew in?
Flying back. I just looked at it this morning.
Maybe when you flew in. When you flew in. Segueing, speaking of planes, just a good segue into childhood stories.
How was that a segue?
Because I'll never forget when we first visited here. When I was a child.
True,
And this is a childhood story. When we first visited here, why does that not sound right?
When we first visited here.
When we first visited here.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that doesn't sound right. Words are weird. When we first came here,
there you go.
when we first came here, my parents had like already came out once and they had flown first class. God damn. They had already flown first class because my dad was like scared of flying and he had never like flown before. So my mom was like, okay, we'll go first class just to like, because it's a little less stressful.
Yeah.
Versus like this and, you know, his first time flying.
True.
Yeah. I'll never forget walking into the Atlanta airport and being like, planes. And I'd like never been on one before. And I thought
You'd never been on a plane before?
No, and I thought it was going to be like something out of like a movie. So I thought there was going to be 1, 2, 3. It's like 3 seats. Then I learned that that's usually only for international flights. I don't know why. Because mind you, the only experience I had with planes at the time was the Good Luck Charlie Christmas movie scene where Teddy's like, I'm getting off the plane and I'm going to be my own adult. And Amy's like, I'm coming with you. And then they get like stuck.
Oh, I love that movie.
That is such a good Christmas movie.
So
remember
good.
when me, you, and Patty all watched it?
Yes. Those were the days.
Do you think we're allowed to talk about...
Yeah. Wait.
Maybe
about,
not
like...
Maybe not the conspiracy theory that we have behind it, but like what happened.
Yeah. I don't see why not. Oh,
yeah.
Well.
Mm.
Well.
One of our friends got married.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Speaking of childhood stories, one of our like childhood
best friends
got
married.
And it was kind of gaggy because I woke up to my grandma texting me, is blah, blah, blah getting married today? And I was like...
The fuck you mean?
Because I thought at least like my family would get an invite just because like me and her used to like literally throw the super summer splash together, which we will get into because we have to talk about that. So I was a little bit gagged when I didn't get an invite, but I was like, honestly,
everyone found out through a Facebook post.
Yeah, if they're keeping it DL, like I get it. I'm not like offended.
But it's still crazy though. Like,
it is crazy.
They're 19.
19, and these are like the first people that we know.
Yeah.
Besides
each other.
Well, I was gonna say like Emma Baldwin. Ooh, I didn't mean to like drop her full name, but remember she got like, she got pregnant. But she didn't get married.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like, okay, never mind. I understand now. I understand what you're saying.
This girl's like the first person to get like married that we know, and I was like, that's kind of crazy.
It is crazy.
So I mean,
good
for them.
Erica.
Shout out Erica. She wanted a shout out.
She wanted a shout out,
Erica.
One of my like childhood best friends, and like it's both of our friends really, but me and her were like this.
Oh yeah, you guys were much closer.
We still are, obviously. I love you. But no, she knows 2 people who are pregnant right now who are also our age, and that's just
it's crazy,
wild to me.
That is wild.
Like, we have been out of high school for less than a year.
But I think the reason it's so crazy is because like usually how it usually goes is you get out of high school, then like 5 years later, you see people first getting married, then
Yeah,
getting
that's
pregnant.
what I
So it's weird
thought.
to instantly see people getting pregnant or married
I mean, there was
or
someone
both.
back at school in the spring, like when we were in high school, there was this one girl in my math class who was like flaunting her engagement ring. Sorry,
That's actually fucking
in a
crazy.
high school math class, flaunting your diamond engagement ring to your teacher while you were wearing ripped jeans and a Thrasher hoodie is fucking wild.
Yeah, that's actually low key crazy.
Wild.
Sorry. Someone sent me
No,
a text
take your
message.
time.
Someone sent me a text message.
Hey.
Odd. No, just kidding. But
But it's just crazy to me. Like, I feel like we're growing up too fast.
yeah, I feel like people nowadays are like, oh my god, we need to get married because it like seems like the cool thing to do. And I'm like, you guys just need to like fall in love for like a
I don't
few
know.
months.
Like, I understand. A few
also-
months. Try like a year at least.
Yeah.
I understand, like, my sister, though. She got married at 21.
Yeah, if you have a valid reason, like your sister did, like
Yeah, she got married at 21, and they had, like, been dating for, like, a year, I think, but had known each other for, like,
But like, if you're
3
getting
years.
married for like the benefits, like that's
Well, yeah,
valid.
because he was in the military.
Yeah, and that's
So-
understandable.
And they needed the money.
Me, when I'll never forget when someone called my mom asking about it, because you know my uncle was in the military, and like I think it was like your mom or your dad like called my mom asking about it.
Oh, like, asking about, like, military benefits?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I was like, hello.
Hmm.
And then my mom
Clock
was
it.
like, yeah, she might be getting married, and I was like, oh.
Me when she did get married.
And I'll never forget, like I think I was still living there with Zoe, because
You were in the room when I got the FaceTime.
they
No.
got married.
Destiny was.
Yeah. I think I had like came home and you like ran out to my car and we were like, they're married.
Yeah, because my sister literally, I come home and my parents are downstairs and they're like, go upstairs and FaceTime your sister. And I was like, okay. So I go up to my room and I call her and she's like, we're married. I'm
That's
sorry.
crazy.
What?
That's crazy.
I'm sorry.
But also good for her.
Good for her. I love my sister and I love
love
him.
her. She's
He's
so
nice. But also, how are you going to get married to a man before he's met your sister? That's fucking crazy.
That's actually like that is crazy. But
That
also,
is
like,
crazy. And she was
had-
like, well,
had-
he met mom and dad. And I was like,
Oh,
that
okay.
doesn't fucking matter.
I was
What
gonna say,
matters is
like-
if he met me. What matters is if I approve, not if mom and dad approve. I'm your sibling. And to me,
Okay, clock it.
that judgment counts more than parents.
Okay.
And I stand by that.
Okay. I mean, okay.
Okay.
Period.
Clock it.
Speaking of your sister, I feel like there's a childhood story somewhere with your sister. Oh my
Oh,
god.
there is.
When she got stitches.
Oh.
Do you remember that? I was with Zoe, and I don't remember a lot, but I think we can like come together and piece together the details because I feel like you might know like more than I do just because she is your sister.
Yeah.
But I remember we were like outside doing something, and then all of a sudden she starts screaming, and your parents are like, "We're going to the hospital."
I remember.
And they sent me and you to my house, and while they went
It's
to the
because
hospital.
when we were younger, so first off, Piper, sorry to air your business, but my sister's a horse girl. She also
love
was
that.
a
My
Katniss
little pony.
Everdeen girl as a child. So we had a bow and arrow, and like not like sharp stuff, but just like kids like bows and arrows and like a box that we would shoot in the
Okay.
backyard. They weren't dull. Like if it hit you, like if it hit you with a lot of force, maybe it could puncture skin, but it was
Yeah.
literally just like dull metal. Like it wasn't anything that would like kill someone or hurt someone. But Piper wanted to be her true Katniss Everdeen self and shoot her bow and arrow, but instead of arrows, she wanted to shoot with sticks she found in the backyard. And so,
Okay.
what did she think was the brilliant idea to do that? Is to borrow my dad's box cutter to sharpen the edges of the sticks. Sliced her thumb open with
With the box cutter?
the sharp stick. Can you believe that?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
She
'cause I
got
don't
that
remember
stick
how she
so
got them.
effing sharp that it sliced her finger. Or maybe it was the box cutter. I don't
'Cause
know.
I can-
I feel like I remember
'cause
it being the stick.
I thought for some reason she like fell out of a tree.
No, our trees weren't
And then when we
like
started talking about,
climbable.
yeah, and then when we started talking about the arrows, I was like, did she shoot herself with the arrow? So
No, she was sharpening sticks with a box cutter and
I
sliced
love
her thumb
that.
open and had to go get stitches.
Do you,
Oh,
oh,
sorry.
I was gonna say, do you remember those trees we had outside of my front yard, and you would literally climb them like you were a
Yes.
fucking bird? Guys, Zoe used
Yes.
to like climb inside of the trees, and by the way, when you got in them, you could not see out because they were so thick.
I
So that's
miss
crazy.
those trees so much. Oh my god, whenever you mentioned the trees, I was just thinking about like the short one in your front yard, but no, the
No,
huge
the
evergreens
huge
that lined your
ones.
driveway.
Yeah. Could make us sound rich. The huge evergreen trees that lined your driveway. First of all, there were 3, and they were only there to block out the neighbor's
The neighbors,
yard.
no, I know. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah. It was so much fun having those for Halloween.
Do you
Because
want to
me and
know
Zoe's neighborhood was like popping
crazy
every
on Halloween? Do you want to know my favorite memory from those trees? I remember
What?
climbing so high up and we were having like a Nerf gun war and I was like shooting you
Don't even
from like
remember
up in the
this.
tree.
Remember that?
Oh my god, I was so high up in those trees.
You would, yeah, and you would be like, come up, Austin, come up. And I'm like, girl, if I come up, I'm going to fall on my fat ass and break something.
I forgot about those trees.
By the way, speaking of breaking stuff, Zoe is like the master of breaking bones.
Oh, it's true.
One thing about Zoe, she's going to break a down bone.
I haven't since freshman year of high school. It's been 4 years.
You better knock on that wood right there. You're going to jinx yourself. People below me will probably be like, hello?
Hello?
Um,
It was
Well-
always on the damn trampoline in your backyard.
yeah, and then you got banned from jumping on my trampolines.
I did. My mom banned me from jumping on trampoline. Okay, as a child, I know for a fact that everyone got invited to birthday parties at a trampoline park. Because I know I
Yeah.
did. I know you did. Because
Yeah.
we went to them together.
Yeah.
And there were so many
Well,
times.
First, it was like the blow up things, but then like the order,
Jumping for Joey's.
Yeah, the jumping for Joey's, and then that frog place.
Yeah.
But then the older we got, it turned into
trampoline parks.
parties.
After I had broken my ankle like the third
5
or fourth
times.
time on your
That's
trampoline.
fucking crazy.
My mom was like, "You're banned." And I remember getting invited to a birthday party of one of my good friends at school, and it was at a trampoline park. And my mom was like, "You're not going." And I was like, "But it's my friend's birthday." And she was like, "I don't care. I'm not paying for you to go break another bone." And I was like, "They're paying. It's free." And she was like, "You're not fucking going." She didn't say that, but she was like, "No." And
Seriously?
god damn.
Like, do you fucking mind? And the best part is that, let me not say that. I was gonna say the best part is he's probably gonna end up crashing it in the snow, but like that's not the best part. The best part is that he's probably gonna fuck up his tires.
Probably.
Anywho,
But no, I just remember crying and being like, I'm not going to break my ankle, and if I do, I'll pay for the cast, because that's how my mom was. She was like, the next time you break a bone, you're paying for the cast. And I was like, I'm fucking 10 years old. How the fuck you want me to pay for a cast?
that's actually so funny, guys. I would also like to say, it sounds like me and Zoe had such like a fun childhood, but we fought
Oh my
over
god.
the dumbest shit,
Like,
to a point where Zoe
crazy.
shoved me in a bush. Zoe shoved me in
To
one
a
of
point
those
where Austin blackmailed me.
we were toxic,
We were talking.
but now we laugh about it now.
We do.
Yeah, Zoe shoved me in a prickly bush, and I'll never forget, because she was like, oh, ha, 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 hide and seek, and just shoved me into the bush. Because we were playing, like, hide and seek tag, which is, like, the best hide and seek, by the way.
Easily.
And we were running around, and you're like, got you, and proceeded to shove me
Shove
into
you.
the bush.
You know, I'm not surprised. It sounds like something I would do.
Do you remember when Izzy came over one time, and she was at my house, and Erica was at your house, and all 4 of us came to
Played
my
hide and
house
seek
played
inside the
hide and seek
house?
while we waited
Yes.
for Izzy's mom to come get her?
Because we played it with all the lights off, and I remember me and Izzy hiding out on the back deck underneath that, or like the screen and porch. Underneath, remember that like big circle, like bamboo chair?
Yes.
I remember
love that
hiding
chair.
right behind that.
Can I just say,
That shit was scary though.
Hide and seek goes so hard as a kid in the dark.
It's horrifying.
It's horrifying.
I love
but
it.
It's like the adrenaline.
It's
It really gets to
peak.
me, and I'm like,
Let's
it's
get back to the
incredible.
blackmailing part, because this is a good
Okay.
story.
this is a good story.
So
I just want to say I have since dropped the blackmailing, so I don't blackmail people anymore.
That's
that
good.
was like a one-time thing. maybe twice, but not with you.
Okay.
Anywho.
Okay, so moving on. We were young, like maybe fourth
Young
or
enough
fifth
to
grade.
not being able to, young enough to be concerned with the game we were playing at the time, but I was playing it and my parents didn't know.
The game being GTA.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto 5 to be exact. Not 4, not 3,
5.
not 2, but 5.
We were in what? Like we were like 9 or 10 years old. We were little.
9 or 10? I thought we were like 6 or 8 or something like that.
6?
I got my first Xbox when I was like 5.
6 is like first grade.
So maybe like 8.
Like 8.
Because I don't remember it being like almost in 5th grade.
We were little.
We were little.
We were little.
Not in 5th grade, but not in
like
second
first.
or third.
So
So
fourth?
maybe 4th. So I feel like it's either 4th or 3rd grade, one of the two.
Okay, moving on.
Anyway,
Austin's playing GTA, and I was an innocent bystander who would sit and watch this happen.
yeah,
I
'cause
never
you weren't allowed to
actively
play.
played. I would like this to be known.
Because you were never allowed to play.
Yeah, because he wouldn't let me.
Yeah.
I would sit and watch him play. You had other remotes too. Like I could have played.
But I don't think GTA's multiplayer like that. I think it's only multiplayer if you do like... I don't even think it's multiplayer if you do story mode.
Oh, I
think
don't know how
it's
video
not like
games
Minecraft
work.
where it's like split screen or like Mario Kart or something.
Anyways,
Anyway, doesn't even
moving
matter.
on. That is so irrelevant. I was sitting there on the ground. He was in the little chair playing the game. And GTA is a very not child-rated
Explicit
game.
game.
And one of the cops in the game was like, "Oh shit." And I remember being like, "Oh my god, that cop just said shit." The face this bitch made when he turned on, he was like,
Because Zoe never cussed.
I had never said a bad word in my life.
I was like
Ever.
already throwing up gang signal. I'm just kidding.
No, but
Zoe
you were already.
I was cursing.
You
but it
were
wasn't
repeating
anything,
everything. You were repeating everything you heard.
Yeah, but it wasn't anything like crazy.
But I had never said a single curse word in my life at this point.
She was just a girl.
I was just a young girl. But I had just said, that cop just said shit.
So I was gagged.
Gagged. Looked at me and was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you just said that." And I was like, "You can't tell anyone. You can't tell anyone. I didn't mean to say it. I didn't mean to say it. I didn't mean to say it." I was freaking the fuck out. And then anytime after that that I didn't want to do what he wanted to do, like, say, I wanted to jump on the trampoline, but you wanted to play Just Dance, or
Very good example, by the way.
you wanted to swim in the pool, and I wanted to play on the swing set you used to have. Anything like that. He would just be like, "Well, if you don't play the game I want to play, I'm going to tell your mom you said shit." For a good, months. For months this went on.
I don't even remember how I stopped doing it. I can't remember.
You probably just forgot about it at some
I literally
point.
think I forgot about it.
But it was
crazy.
It lasted for so long, and I was so like, well, can't let him find out. So guess
Which,
I'm
by
gonna
the
have
way,
to go
I feel
play
like-
fucking Just Dance again
I
for
feel
the
like-
80th day in a
No,
row.
literally. I feel like if I would have... By the way, the craziest part is that I was so scared of Zoe's parents that I would have not even
You would have
said
never
anything.
said a word.
I would not have gone up to Zoe's parents and said, "Let me inform you on some information." I would have been like... I literally, whenever they would say something to me, I'd be like, "Hi. Hello."
Literally,
I was so scared.
that's the loudest he would speak to my parents.
You know what I just thought about?
What?
Wait, before I say that, you know the swing set that I have?
Yeah.
You know it's the swing set that we used to, like, jump the fence and play on?
What?
Yeah, it's the swing set that was in the people's yard before they moved in.
The swing set that was in your backyard?
Yeah, it's the same one. I was telling my mom about that, and she said, "You guys know that's the swing set that you guys used to jump the fence and play on. We just took it to our house." I was gagged. I was like, "I don't remember that." And she was like, "Yeah, Zoe's parents and me and your dad and grandparents that moved it." I was like, "What?" And then I was like, "Wait, that kind of makes sense because like they had that trailer that they were always putting stuff on." Isn't that crazy? I wanted to wait and tell you on the podcast, see your reaction, but that's the same swing set. I was supposed to be in the video.
I was just...
No.
Okay, for reference, okay.
Zoe,
So it was my house, Ed's house, Austin's house. So we were like 30 seconds apart from each other.
Not even. Sometimes 20 if you ran fast enough.
True. On the other side of my house, it was empty for a while as a kid, but there was this abandoned swing set in the backyard, so we used to jump the fence and go play on it because it had like cooler swings and like a slide and like
swings, slides, you could climb it.
And
it
was
was at this time
a cooler
I was
thing.
begging my parents for like some sort of
Was
like
it wooden?
swing set. It was wooden. And I had saw the
my fucking god. I'm so gagged right now because let me tell you, my memory changed that. And
Really?
you had a wooden swing set in your backyard. And it was cool as fuck.
Yeah.
In my memory, the one that was in the neighbor's backyard was like plastic and like falling apart.
No. It's the same one.
I have to like
Zoe's guide. Yeah, it's the same one. Ooh. Damn.
But we used to
It's the
jump
same
the
one.
fence to go play on it because my like swing set had like two
and by
swings.
we, she means just her. She would come open the fence right after she jumped it because my fat ass was not capable of jumping fences. I wasn't even fat half the time. Or I wasn't even fat until like maybe like 5th grade started. But like 4th all the way down, I just literally did not know how to jump a fence. And I was not about to learn because I was so scared I was going to jump and like break a leg.
Oh my god.
But yeah, it's the same swing set.
I have to talk to my therapist about that.
Okay.
I'm not even kidding.
Yeah. Same swing set.
That's fucking wild. I cannot believe that.
You know what I also have a memory of?
What?
Guys, eating at Zoe's house for me was kind of traumatic. Because they ate vegetables.
Shut the
And
fuck up.
like now I'm like, ooh, vegetables yummy. But like when I was a kid, I was like, fuck. As like any normal kid was, except for Zoe.
No, I did not like it. My sister
Yeah, she
loves
fucking
vegetables.
ate that shit
Even
up.
now, oh my god, this bitch pisses me off sometimes whenever I'm like, I want a snack, and she's like, I have granola and cucumbers. What the fuck you mean you have granola and some sliced up cucumbers? Like, I'm saying I want a snack. Like, I want chips. I want ice cream. Like, I want a snack.
Something good.
And she's like, I have
Granola.
protein bars. I have. Oh, there's some carrots in the fridge still. There's some hummus.
No. Not for me.
I'm sorry. Who are you talking to? Is there someone behind me?
No, but I'll never forget. I can't remember what fucking food or vegetable it was. I don't think it was. Okay, you guys. I ate steamed broccoli at Zoe's house.
Okay.
I can't remember if it was steamed or if it was grilled, but it was one of the two.
It was probably like roasted. My dad did that a lot, where he would put the broccoli in the pan, put some salt on it, put it in the oven, toast it up.
I think that's what it was.
Okay. See, now if you had mentioned that, then I would say yes because I love that.
Yes.
I eat that with joy.
Yeah. I didn't.
Okay, true.
So I would eat at Zoe's house sometimes for dinner because I would get there at like 10 a.m. and we'd be playing till like 8
10
o'clock
p.m.
at night.
Like, boom, boom.
Yeah, and then Zoe's parents would be like, okay, like your mom wants you to go home. And I'd be like, okay,
I don't
bye,
wanna
see you tomorrow.
leave. I don't want to leave.
And then it would be literally just be like, okay, see you tomorrow. And then come back tomorrow.
No, literally.
The most traumatizing part is when I couldn't come back tomorrow. And it literally felt like I was dying. It would be like the next day, oh, we have school tomorrow. Like, oh.
And then literally, because we always carpooled like to and from school because like
yeah, it's just
there's
easier.
no point. Because like I remember like
my dad would always leave for work before I went to school. And then my mom would literally drop us off at school and go to work.
No, because she would leave and then pick me up and then drive us both to school. And then after school, it was either like my mom or one of your grandparents who would pick us up.
Yeah, because
we live 2 doors down. There's no point in it. Unless we had like something that one of us had to do after school, like go do immediately after school. There's no point in both of us driving there.
Yeah, but before, I'm going to say the name because like,
okay,
it shouldn't be bad because it's not really close to where we lived.
Yeah.
But, and none of my relatives live there anymore, so it's fine. But when we lived on Spring Drive, remember the old house there? When we lived there,
I don't remember that house.
House that was like a giant circle at the end and you had to go down that massive hill. I'll never forget that fucking hill because I will never fucking forget going down it on a fucking scooter. And it literally was like a fucking roller coaster. The way it went like that and then proceeded to go straight down.
I don't remember that. Did I ever go to that house?
You did. You've been a few times, but it was super scary. But hold on, I'm pulling up a picture so I can like show you.
I swear to God, this is gonna be one of those things again where
It's gonna
like
trigger your entire memory.
I have like a false memory. Because like I have memories of us going down steep hills on scooters, but I thought it was just like random people's houses in our neighborhood that we would go down, which we did before.
Oh my God, did they... Hello? Did they change what the house looks like?
We would just ride around the neighborhood on our scooters, be absolute menaces, and go down random people's driveways on our scooters.
It's painted since, but that house. Just like, yeah. I'll never forget going down a scooter one time and I fucking ate shit. And next
Where's
to
the
it,
hill?
I'll show you in a second. Next to it, there was a creek, and me and my cousin went out there one time, and I'll never forget.
I don't remember that house at all.
And I'll never forget because when we went, the I Fight Shelby Marks iCarly episode was on, where she fought the victorious girl.
Oh.
What the fuck is her name?
Tori Vega?
Her name's Tori Vega. Is that her name in real life, like Victoria Justice?
Oh, I have no clue.
Or am I mixing their names?
No clue.
Is it?
Literally
Her name in
don't
the
ask. I
wait,
have no clue.
I think I got it because her name in the show was Tori. What was it? Tori Vega.
I just said that. Literally, not even
No.
10 seconds ago. We're gonna have to wind this back and listen. I just fucking said that.
Her name in the show was Tori Vega, and her real name is Victoria Justice. Okay.
Okay, cool.
That episode was on, and it was like Miranda Cosgrove and Victoria Justice fought each other, and it was like a special episode. But we like went outside after, and we like went onto the creek, and I like got lost. Ooh. And behind the house there was like a bunch of woods, and it was scary because to me it was like a forest, but like if you like walked for like a few minutes, it was literally just road.
You know what felt like a forest?
What?
Ed's backyard.
Oh my God, I was hoping you would bring that up. I didn't want to bring it up, but
I miss his backyard. Ed is our neighbor,
I
or
don't know
like
how
the
to-
house in between us.
I don't know how to like describe it.
It's magical.
I'm
They
picking dried up ear out of. Okay, I'm sorry. Hold
okay,
on.
cool.
It's actually so disgusting. I'm so sorry.
Okay, shut the fuck up. And
I'm trying to make sure my ear wasn't bleeding. The backyard was beautiful that he had, and it was like, okay, go.
Okay, cool. It was because they were really into like gardening and like planting stuff. They had all sorts of cool like beautiful flowers and like ivy, and like they had this little bench swing in the backyard that had like flowers all around it, and we would like play pretend back there like we were in a forest or something, or like I remember playing pretend back there. And we never even asked permission to play in his backyard. We would just go and be like,
and honestly,
he has no idea.
Looking back now, they definitely know.
Oh, he told me
of all,
that they knew. Whenever we were
packing up to move,
moving out, I don't know. It was sometime over the summer or in May or something when we were like packing up and moving, or like I went back to Georgia to like grab some stuff for my parents or something. And I had to get, because they still have our extra key just in case. Mm-hmm. And I got the key from them, and he was like, I still remember you and Austin playing in the backyard when you were younger. And I was like, we thought you never knew.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we never knew that you knew that we did that. But they knew. We were loud as fuck as kids.
Paper. So fucking loud, and they're the same people that get high. They're also the same.
It smells like weed all the time.
Meow. But you can't smell it in my apartment though.
No, that's
just
nice.
when you walk out into the hallway.
It's like overpowering.
Yeah, it's the same people who like dragged the TV up with my mom today.
No, that person walked past that door.
I know. They were walking to the other apartment, because there's a bunch of college kids that live in my apartment because it's super close to campus, but I have this conspiracy theory that they have 2 apartments, but 3 live in one and 3 live in the other. But I'm pretty sure they're 1-bedroom apartments, like what I have. Because one day I got like a glimpse inside, and it literally just looked like this apartment, but flipped to fit like that side. So I don't know if like one's room is here, one room's there. I don't know if one's sleeping in the closet, but because I do have a walk-in closet, flex. But But
I mean, they could really put 2 bunk beds in your room.
that's true.
And then have 4 people in there.
But
Clock it.
I've seen them drag a blow up mattress from one apartment to the other. I'm not gonna lie, I think they might have tried to get this apartment that I'm in right now, so they would have been across from each other, but they have the one that's next to me, so the one that's over there.
Okay.
So I've seen them drag it, and he was like in his underwear, and I was like trying to go to work.
Oh,
And
cool.
and then when he opened the door to get in there, the dude was like, "Do you need help, bro?" And that's when I got a glimpse inside, and I was like, "This apartment looks like my apartment but flipped."
That's freaky.
So anyway, not important at all. Back to what we were talking about. And behind, that's such a crazy jump. But in like Ed's yard, there was like that swing. And me and Zoe would remember they had the swing, and we would sit on the swing, and just talk.
Oh yeah.
And we would have
We would
great
just sit and
conversations
chat.
about what we were doing.
Just like this.
Yeah. Or about like what we were gonna do in a few days, or like school.
Yeah.
That would kind of be like our meetup spot when we would like get home from school. We would get home, and then I'd be like, "Do you want to come play?" And then you'd be like, "Sure." And then we would go back there and just like talk about our day.
I remember
the only school year that we shared together was. Did we have the same kindergarten teacher? I don't think so.
Yeah, no, we did, Miss Capalbo.
Okay, so we had the same kindergarten
Miss
and
Capalbo, Miss Fraser.
Yeah, I'll never forget watching Miss Fraser yell at someone. I was like,
cry.
We had the same kindergarten and 5th grade teacher.
Yeah.
Because I had a friend that had the same 1st, 3rd, and almost 5th grade teacher.
Who?
Izzy.
Oh,
Because she had Chastain, and then she switched Chastain again because I'm in 3rd grade. And then I should reach out to her. No, I shouldn't. Sorry.
You're funny. You're funny.
Well, wouldn't she be so fun to have on the pod? Me, when we work out our beef on the pod, work it out on the pod remix. That will never happen. Honestly,
sometimes to be
me when like if my podcast blows up, so people make edits of us. That'd be funny.
But no, I remember like, cause your mom would like pick us up from school, and then drive us back, drop me off at my house.
Sometimes we would get food.
Sometimes we'd get food. That'd be crazy.
That was like a good day. That was like a Friday or something.
Oh yeah.
Or like if we were about to go on break and we'd get like picked up early.
But I would always remember like I would run into the front door and be like, "I'm going to Austin's," and my parents would be like, "Okay," and I'd drop my backpack off in my room, and then I'd run back out the front door, sprint 2 doors down, get there before the garage door even closes.
No, literally. There would be sometimes when we'd be pulling into the driveway, and so I'd be like walking up the driveway.
No,
like,
actually.
what the fuck? Yeah.
I was quick with
crazy.
it.
She was.
I was quick with it.
Do you remember our 5th grade field trip? Because I remember the entire
that was beautiful.
thing.
Before we get into that, I have one quick story.
Okay.
We were playing in my backyard, and Austin was like, "Let's go to my house."
Oh, I know. Okay, I already know. I didn't know if you were going to talk about the snowball incident, because I want to talk about that for me.
Cool.
Because that's a good one.
We were playing in my backyard on my like fuck ass swing set.
Yeah.
And Austin
fuck ass in all caps.
In all caps. It was raggedy.
It was bad. Raggedy Ann could never.
No.
Actually,
this was worse.
This was worse than Raggedy Ann.
Yeah. So Austin was like, "Let's go to my house," because, like, you know, he had a pool. He had this crazy playground.
I just need to say, though.
Xbox. He had a trampoline.
We lived in
I had a
old
swing
house.
set with 2 swings.
But, like, I feel like I need to clarify. We lived in an old house with just me, my brother, my dad, and my mom. Sorry, I don't know how I just called my mom. And then my mom's friend and her 2 sons moved in. They moved out. We moved in with my grandparents because both of my grandparents were still working, but my grandparents' mothers lived at the house.
Yeah.
And they needed someone to watch them.
Yeah. So y'all moved in there.
So we moved in. I can't remember. I think my brother lived upstairs. Or wait, no, because they were all still alive at the time. But once like they slowly started passing, like my brother moved upstairs. But they had a basement because it was a big house, and in the basement there was like
another bedroom.
There was a
Like a master.
A master bedroom that was connected to like
this weird middle room.
almost like a living room, but we turned it into a bedroom for me and my brother.
Yeah.
And then it had a
weird.
bathroom.
And then like weird open space with like the poles.
Yes.
That
and then
room always
there
scared
was
me.
a basement. And then in the basement there was a living room and a kitchen like together.
That room always scared me, and it always smelled like tobacco.
Yeah, because that's where like my dad hung out.
Yeah, it was just
and
always
so we
scared
turned
me.
it into our own living room, except the floor was made of like concrete.
Yeah, so pretty
we
much
had to
like
put some carpet
the four
down.
of y'all pretty much all lived in the basement and had everything you needed down there.
Yeah, and then you just walked up the stairs, and there was like another kitchen, another master bedroom,
the bedrooms, and that kind of stuff.
I would kill to go back in that house and just look through it one more time. I'm not kidding. I would fly down to Georgia just to do that. I should try to do that. We should try to do that in April.
We should.
When we go to the concert, before we go, we should be like, hey.
Because
like,
I'm tempted. I'm about to go back down to Georgia, and our house still isn't sold, and I'm tempted to go back in there again just to.
I know. We should do that
there.
if our house hasn't sold yet, and we should also go to the other house, because I mean they know who we are.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
thought I was transgender because I dressed up as Taylor Swift on Halloween. Anyway, continuing to ask my pronouns.
Moving on. So Austin was like, let's go to my house. And I was like, okay, I have to ask my mom first before I leave, right? As any normal, responsible child should do, right?
Yes.
Ask their parents before they leave the house.
Yeah.
So my mom was in the shower, by the way. So the way my backyard was, the master window, the master bathroom window faced the backyard, but it was on the second story. And my mom was in the shower. And so I was like, let me just run inside and go ask my mom really quick. And Austin was like...
pretty much soundproof.
So, actually soundproof, by the way. And that window was thick, I remember. And Austin was like, just yell up through the window. She'll hear you. And I was like, no, let me run inside and go tell her. And Austin was like, no, just, let's go. Just, yell up to the
I don't
window.
know why I was in such a hurry.
Yeah, the fuck?
I really needed those extra 30 seconds of us hanging out.
Oh, you needed it. You literally could have walked inside and upstairs with me and
Yeah, I don't know why.
Anyways,
I don't know why I didn't
so
go inside. That's weird.
I'm outside on the ground level yelling up to the second story master bathroom as my mom is in the shower actively going, Mom, I'm going to Austin's. Did you hear me? Okay,
No
bye.
reply.
And then I left, walked out the gate and left right down to Austin's house. Obviously, my mom gets out the shower. She comes, looks outside. There's no kids. Where the F are the kids? Calls Austin's mom and is like, are they at your house? Where's Zoe? Yeah, they're here. My mom marches herself on down to your house and is like, you have to ask permission before you leave. You're coming home now. I will never forget. Austin curled up. His brother was playing the Xbox, playing GTA, and you were curled up under his feet, under his legs, sobbing, do you have to go? Please don't leave. Please don't leave. And I was like, I'm in trouble. I have to go.
I'm going to ask Will about that. Because I want to know if he, remembers that.
I remember that so
I want to ask him about. Should we call
vividly.
him? He won't answer.
No.
The one thing about Will, he's not going to pick up that damn phone. You know how, every, teenager now, or, adult teenager, kind of where my brother is in age.
Early 20s.
Our siblings are the same age.
Yeah,
But,
22.
he is just so off his phone.
Yeah, so is Piper. She does not
if you
answer
try to
the
call
damn
him,
phone.
he does not answer.
But she also works 4 jobs.
Okay, valid. My brother just kind of stays at home and does whatever he wants. But he's not, on his phone doing stuff.
Interesting.
So, I don't know. Anywho, he could secretly be famous and we wouldn't even know.
That could be cool.
Because that's yeah, that would be cool. Well, he needs to promote this shit.
Cool.
The fuck? What the fuck are we even talking about? Do you remember me and Zoe's family would do Christmas together? You already know what we're going to talk
Continue.
about. Me and Zoe's family would sometimes do Christmas together. And we stopped doing it one year, and then we just never did it again. But when we were young, we did it. And it was the year of pie face. You remember when the game, and you'd have to hit the button,
Oh,
and
yes.
whoever was the
I
slowest
remember
got
that
pie in the
game
face.
so much
Zoe
because
was
you
addicted
you guys
to that fucking
always
game.
had tubs of Cool Whip in the freezer.
Yeah, because we're Southern. So our dessert recipes call for whipped cream. So we would always have some whipped cream in the house. They had
tubs. Buckets.
Yeah.
Buckets
and we would
upon
freeze
buckets
it.
of Cool Whip in the freezer.
And we'd freeze it. Whenever we'd have to use it, we'd unfreeze it. But also, for an idea, during this time, it had gotten down to just because my grandparents' parents had died, so it was just me and my parents. Me, my parents, brother, and me.
And then
Okay, hold on. I'm like getting myself confused.
Austin's brother, mom. Okay,
me
listen
and my
to
siblings.
me. Austin, brother, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa.
Yeah,
6
and
people
then our
in the
dog.
house. And
We have a story.
no,
after
don't
this.
even talk to me about the fucking dog.
We have a story after this, but
I don't want to talk about
we
him.
always were kind of feeding large. We're also large people, so we always had like a fuck ton of whipped cream for making recipes.
Yeah, valid.
And so
and for pie face.
So we played pie face, and that same year, Zoe's dad gifted me with the greatest thing a child could get, which was a box of coal, and I sobbed because I was devastated. And yeah, he
thought
told
it
me
was
that.
hysterical.
He thought it was the funniest thing ever. He told me about that, and I was like, out of embarrassment, I was like, I don't remember that, but I remember that.
You remember it?
I had a dog. In 2012.
I do not want to talk about
in
this dog.
2011, I have to talk about it. It's
I know
too
we do.
crazy not to talk about. In 2011, it was Christmas Day, 6 a.m., probably 4 a.m. in the morning, because we were the type of people that my parents would leave the gifts from Santa out on the couch.
Yup.
And then me and my brother would have like 3 gifts from the family because, duh. And so the second we run into that living room, we saw everything we had. Except for one thing. It was Christmas Day, and Santa had written us a letter that we had unboxed together, and it was cut out words from a magazine saying click play on the DVD player. We click play.
That's magical.
I know. My mom, that's like the proudest thing she's ever done. She will be like, that was the craziest thing we ever did. Like, I'm so proud of us for doing that. We click play, and it is this infomercial DVD about fucking Disney World, and me and my brother were gagged the fuck out of what was about to happen. And then my mom hands us shirts, and she's like, "We're going to Disney." Mind you, it's like 4 in the morning. And so we went to Disney, and
That's
at the time we had a
crazy.
dog named Riley, which is such a crazy name because I have a cousin named Riley, so that's random. And it was it a lab? Was it a lab? It was a big dog, and it was a tan dog. I just don't know what kind of dog. You know what? Actually, this is what we're about to do.
Wait, I don't remember this dog. I thought we were going to talk about Barney.
No, we're talking about this dog. Guys, I was going to call my mom, but the camera's about to die, so we're probably going to have to wrap her up
in
in a second, which is so
unfortunately.
annoying. I still have so much more I want to talk about.
We'll have to do a part 2 when I come back.
Yeah, part 2 when you come back. But we had this dog. I don't remember what kind of dog it was. It was
a dog.
It was a giant dog. I feel like it might have been a fucking Labradoodle.
Okay.
Or a lab. Whatever the fuck they're called. We went to Disney. And we're like 3 or 4 days into Disney. Mm-hmm. And Zoe's parents have been checking up on this dog while we were gone. Zoe's mom walks in. The damn dog is dead. Do you not know this story?
No,
the dog
what
is
the
dead.
fuck?
And so we're at Disney. It was nighttime in Florida. We were in our hotel room, and me and my brother were getting ready to go to bed. And we were playing on our DSs, and I was playing Mario Kart because I remember this to a T. My parents walk in, and you could see like everyone walking in and out and kind of like freaking out. You know what I mean? So my grandparents come in and they're like sitting with us, trying to stay calm. But my grandma is like freaking out, and my dad's freaking out, and they're like, we have to tell them. And at that point, I was like, what the fuck's happening? Like, I thought we had to leave early to go home.
Yeah.
So, like, to me, that would have been more devastating than the dog dying. So, my mom comes in and she's like, hey, the dog's dead. And immediately started bawling. I was so sad. And our dog had passed away while we were at Disney.
That is
Which
devastating.
is the craziest thing ever. Me when I'm at the happiest place on earth and my dog dies. Like, that's fucking crazy.
That's devastating.
I know. I can't believe your mom, like, never told you this.
I thought we were talking about Barney.
No, we have another dog.
Crazy-ass Chihuahua.
Yeah, we rescued Barney. They were going to kill him because they were only using him for breeding, but then we got him.
Well, he's scary as fuck, and I don't like him.
You know, Chihuahuas, they, like, get on one person, they're stuck on that person. But Barney had to find his person because remember, first when we got him, he was obsessed with Will, and then before we moved here, or like in 2017, he got obsessed with my mom, and my mom was I don't want a dog. Like we don't need another dog, and now she's like, Barney, but now she's like, when Barney's gone, which. That dog might fucking live forever.
How the fuck is he still
Barney
alive?
has traveled across the state. He's been to fucking Glacier National Park. I have a photo of Barney standing in front of the Grand Tetons, the mountains.
This dog tormented me in like
Yeah.
5th grade.
It was crazy.
How is he still standing and I'm in college?
Isn't it
That's
crazy?
crazy.
I know. We got him in like 4th grade when we were in 4th grade. It's super
He used
crazy.
to chase after me and bite my toes.
Yeah. But I think the reason is that because he was like getting abused by kids. Because the dude who had him had grandkids, and they would like kick and like scream and like kick on his cage with his sister. And so he's like, that's why he's so scared of people.
I would never do that to you,
Well, he was
Barney.
scared of people when we first got him. Now he just kind of like barks at people, smells them, and then he's like, okay, T.
Yeah, but even when I came and visited 3 years ago, he still fucking chased me.
Well, that's just Barney now. That's just him playing. It's just him being goofy. He's goofy.
I'm literally gonna kill you. Or that dog.
I love Barney.
Okay.
I'm kind of sad when Barney dies. Because I don't think my parents will actually get another dog. And that's not them being like, no more dogs. That's just them literally being like, we can't keep leaving a dog and going to work.
Yeah.
Because my brother like spends time with Barney. But before I moved, he would like come in my room and sit in my room all day until my parents got home. We would hang out. But now he just kind of chills with my brother and sits on the couch and hangs out until my parents get home.
Sweet.
Yeah, I know. They're re-sparking that relationship they had when Will was like in 8th or 7th grade when we first got him. Yeah, so got anything else you can think of really quick? Oh, I have to tell this story. I don't care if the camera dies. I will whip out my phone and start recording. It snowed in Georgia, which is like the
miracle.
Rarest fucking thing
This
ever.
was Snowmageddon, by the way. Look it up. Snowmageddon, Georgia. That's what it was called.
Fucking crazy. We got off school for like a week.
Yeah, we got like 2 feet of fucking snow. Trees were falling down.
The world was ending.
Generators were blowing out. Power lines were down. Nobody could drive. It was like COVID. There was no toilet paper, food in the grocery stores.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was crazy.
It was COVID before COVID.
It was literally COVID, but instead of disease, it's snow.
It snowed, and I went to Zoe's house, and we were like outside. And it was the kind of snow where you can make like snowballs and stuff.
It was like the good snow.
Yeah, so we were throwing snowballs at each other, and Zoe bent over, and her ass crack was out. So I thought, this is such a good time to throw a snowball in like 8-year-old Zoe's pants. And so I threw it at her ass crack, and the snow went in her ass. And you were fucking pissed.
I was.
You started crying, and
Yeah.
then you told your mom, and then your mom was like, hey, like, we don't do that.
Yeah, period.
And I was like, oh, it was just a prank. You just
that was
fucking
fun though
walked the
because
prank.
you had that huge hill in your backyard and we sledded down it. I remember that.
Oh, I remember that too. There's a photo of me and you, and I'm wearing like the middle school hoodie. That was the year before we moved. And my parents took it snowing as like a sign that we should move to Montana.
Oh, also one last. Oh wait, never. Actually, this doesn't need to be shared on the pod. Never mind.
Okay. So yeah. Well,
I believe that wraps up our childhood. I mean, we could go on.
we could go on,
but
and on, but the camera's about to die.
The camera's gonna die, and we've been talking for an hour.
Guys, this is the end of the episode, and this is the last time you guys are gonna see Zoe for a hot minute. So
I'm leaving. This is actually really sad.
This is sad. Oh, I'm gonna
I don't
cry.
know when I'm
gonna
gonna
cry.
I don't know
Just
when I'm
kidding.
like. I actually don't know when I'm gonna see you next.
I know, guys. Next time you see the podcast, it's gonna be facing this way, like how it normally is. So yeah, thank you for coming
Devastating.
on the last 2 episodes. It's been fun.
Thank you for letting me be here.
I love that we got to talk about our life.
It was really fun, and thank you for the microphone for Christmas.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm inspired to start a pod.
You're welcome, guys. I got Zoe a microphone.
Maybe you can be in my podcast.
Oh, that'd go crazy.
Crossover episode.
Oh my God. Good luck, Charlie, and Jesse could never.
Let's effing go. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's gonna wrap up today's episode. Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you.
I will see you guys next week, and you guys will see Zoe
I will
soon.
see you.
Soon.
Sometime.
Not soon enough.
Not soon enough. That's good.
All right, I'll see you guys next week. Thank you, Zoe, for coming on.
Thank you.
Bye.